Good morning, Rachel. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Mary? How are you keeping?
Good, good. Yeah, in good form.
Can you believe it? We're in, what are we today? 21st? What day is it? 21st of
The
April?
21st of April. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, where does the time go to? Anyway. So today we're discussing where we are now and where we're going. So, Mary, please elaborate.
Yes, so today we're talking about the fact that we're nearly 4 months into the new year. And at the moment, we're getting ready for the next few months, and some people are getting ready for going back to work. So some people are describing where we are now, the new world, and they're using an acronym called VUCA. And I love
Very. What's that? What's the word?
it's called VUCA, VUCA. It stands for volatile, uncertainty, complex, and ambiguous. So
Hmm.
that's where we're living right now. And what I would say to you is imagine having a relationship where you say to your friend, my relationship, is very volatile, it's very uncertain and it's complex and it's ambiguous. Like we'd be running a mile to get out of the relationship. So that's where we're living right now in this world. We're living there. So yeah, today we're talking about we're landed here, we're here today. What are we going to do about it and what's happening in front of us in the next few months? So really what I feel is going to be happening is people are going to start getting ready for going back to work. And the day we're talking about how to prepare them to get ready. And I like to see it as, the way when people are moving into a company, they're onboarding and then they go into induction or all. I'm calling we're moving now to the word reboarding, like they're revisiting, they're going back to the workplace. So that's what we're really talking about today.
So what are you saying, Mary? What are you hearing from clients who are moving
Yeah.
in or going back to work? Are they nervous or?
Yes, I'm getting mixed. I'm working with two people at the moment that are going back, getting ready to go back to work. And I must say, what I have seen suffered is their confidence, their self-confidence. And that, remember, confidence is in your doability and how you carry out your work. And because they've been working from home, they feel they've got into bad habits. They feel, they just don't feel they're as strong as they were when they were in the workplace. Now, I mean, the whole culture is going to have changed. People will have changed. Mentally, they will have changed. And remember, even in a confidence way, they've been looking now at themselves all the time in the Zoom. And some of them are saying, oh, I see myself in the Zoom. And they're coming back looking at themselves in a different way because we're forced to look at ourselves when we use a Zoom. So a lot is happening. I think they need to prepare themselves. They need to be more resilient. They need to build up their strengths. They need to focus on their strengths, come back in. Above all, though, I think what they need to prepare for is how they're going to communicate more in a direct, honest, transparent way, because leaders have changed for the good. Some have changed for, yeah, I've heard some people say, some leaders that they've been talking, they're getting ready to go back to work and they're very compassionate and understanding. But then I'm working with somebody else who said, this manager wasn't in touch with me for 2 months and now he's on me now saying get ready to go back to work. So yeah, different people will be going through different experiences and it'll all be uncertain. We're being forced to live in uncertainty and the culture will be a different culture as well.
And what skills are you seeing that clients are gaining? I mean, working from home, you're a bit more disciplined, you're spending more time on your own. So what skills would they have gained?
Well, the skills I would say that very much I'd be working with them on would be influencing skills, how to make more of an impact at work. But also remember, everybody has been forced to, not forced, but look at their values and evaluate what they want. Now, looking at their values, evaluating what they want in life, and they're coming back to a culture and an organization that might be, very cold or might be very warm. But all of a sudden, I am finding some people are saying, Mary, I'm not even sure if it's the work I want to do anymore. I've got a break from it, and I realize I'm not sure. So, of course, specializing in find the career you love, Rachel, I'd be saying to them, if you're getting that sort of a niggling feeling, be true to yourself and, start opening up your mind. Is there something else out there for me rather than what? And I said, there's going to be a lot of people experiencing that when they go back to work this year.
Yeah, because I'm, seeing and hearing from clients who some are dying to get back. They're dying to get back into work, get back into physical environment. And then I have people on the other side where they're like, I want to stay at home and work, stay here. So like you, Mary, sometimes it's an indication you're in the wrong job. you know, sometimes you have to face up to it. Like, why, you know, why are you in a position where you're not happy? Those things will start showing up. So you're bang on there, Mary.
Yeah,
So
and I say the other thing we need to take into account is the temperament. Because remember, you know, the high red and yellows, you know, the outgoing people, the extroverts, they can't wait. Most of them cannot wait to get back to work. Now, a few, as I said, are a bit unsteady about how the relationship is going to be when they get back. Managers have changed around, but mostly they're looking forward to it. But remember, we do have the greens and blues that are introverts, and they love staying at home, and they like you know, working in their own time. And for them, it's probably going to be more of a challenge. They probably would prefer to stay. Not all of them. I'm not making an assumption. Most of them would prefer to stay working from home than go back into the workplace. It will depend on their temperaments as well. Yeah.
yeah, it's true, because I mean, I was an extrovert, you know, I would have been bubbly, energetic, you know, people. But over the last few years, and especially now, I've become more introverted. And when I engage with people, or when I'm in a group, obviously not in a group setting recently, but before all this kicked off, I would have taken me a couple of, after spending time with a large group, or, you know, a bunch of friends, it would have taken me a couple of days to kind of unwind from that and come back into myself. So yeah, it's interesting times. I think it's a really good time to, you know, get to know yourself a bit more.
Yes, and that's one thing. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is coming up a lot. Agility, being flexible, adaptable. They're definitely all around change. They need to get themselves ready to embrace change, to build their resilience and be confident and competent in their work. They need to work on those before to go back into the workplace. And I said that very much that would need some coaching, unless they have people around them that can really support them in that way, which is great as well.
Yeah. So if anyone's needs a change or is looking at changing career, Mary, how will they get in contact with you?
Okay, thanks, Rachel. They can go on my website, marycurran.ie, or on my email, marycurran@coachcenter.com, or else we're on YouTube, and these videos are on my website as well.
Brilliant. And we're going to be looking at resilience in the next.
Yeah, one of my favorite subjects. Yeah, talking about resilience at the moment, because it's going to be very important for us and for everybody going back to work.
Absolutely. Well, look, thanks a million, Mary.
Okay, thanks, Rachel. See you.
Bye.